lap, first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for split 2 with a great start from the front runners at the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field in behind. Another old race from through 1 already. Davison and Sinka wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Glen. And the rolling was climbing up the front already as well. Phase there, Katakazina.
Yes, he did.
Labouring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 17 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. We're not going to stop. Shen Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway, James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stone Street on the straight as they run round turn 2. Johnson Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stone Street off the start. There's no other way to say Sinka. I think it was Tim off of the Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punched him straight into the wall on the left hand.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 5, believe it or not, of the Warren Brown V8 Supercars Championship. We are here at one of the most spectacular places around. We are at Watkins, Glen International, and we are racing the Cup layout tonight. So it's going to be a spectacular run out. A little bit of undulations, a lot of space, a lot of walls as well. And as you can see on the right-hand side of the picture, 3.89 kilometres, just shy of 4Ks. And we are up for a 60 minutes race. 50 kilometres, 20 laps, fuel, 23 degrees, 28 track. So it's going to be a nice track for this, nice weather for this track out here. There's going to be plenty of grip for these V8 Supercars. And it looks like the boys are already having a blast out there, setting some good practice times. But ladies and gents, let's have a quick look at the title battle and how it's all panning out. For the AMs, we've got Dion Henrington, Pacific Esports Racing. He's leading it out by 7 points from Timothy Smellenberg from JWM. A further 16 points ahead is Craig Healy from EWT. And we know that the EWT lads have had the AM class win 2 seasons in a row, and going for their third. Craig Healy's there, and so is his teammate, Diane Feldman, a further 2 points behind. A nice tight run, 32, 328 to 353 amongst the top 4. Adam Mueller, Pacific Esports Racing, is in 5th place. Peter Latham, Shadow Racing, in 6th. Ed Cullen, Shadow Racing, 7th. Kenneth Ganley in 8th. Marty Hughes, Pacific Esports Racing, 9. Brad Anderson, Team SRW Motorsports, in 10th. And Chris Noonan, a new one to the series, in 11th place from Team SRW. Then we go to the Pro-Ams. We've got Sideways Esports, Jordan Etler up there in 477 points, leading by 28 points. And I did see that today that Harry Dodds has joined the Sideways Esports team as well. Harry's raced in SRW in previous times, so good luck to him out there. Thomas Wilson from Slipstream Autosport is in 2nd place, 28 points behind Etler, and Clutterbuck from EWT a further 9 points behind Taylor, EWT 25, and Peter Pad from Pacific Esports Racing a further 31. It's just on shy of 90 points difference between the top 5 drivers. Then in 6th place, Pete Sadler from Agri Bird, 7th, Scotty Weston, EWT, 8th, Jared Wickman from Syndicate Racing, 9th, Ben Thomas, Privateer. Then we've got 10, Ben O'Connell from the Syndicate Racing team, Troy Dooley, EWT, Sam Noble from Team SRW Motorsports, Callum Hodgkinson from One Performance Racing, and Seth Stevens, Privateer, got a few points there as well. But let's look at the pointy, and the Pacific Esports Racing team has been dominant across in the pros, but they haven't had it all their own way in the last few rounds. At the moment, Ryan Mueller, after a spectacular drive last weekend, got himself 51 points clear of Dylan Gray, his teammate. A further 19 points behind is Jax Nova's driver, and Sean Linzell as well. 2 privateers sitting in 3rd and 4th, fighting it out and very, very close on equal points, 475 each. David Coleman, recovering nicely last weekend from Fishy Motorsports, has got himself up 38 points. So it is about 90 points shy in the top 5. And tonight is a full hour race, so it's going to be a lot of points up for grab. Ryan Nielsen from Banter Alliance in 6th place, Blake Urquhart, Pacific Esports Racing, in 7th, James Scott, Chief Esports, in 8th, Will Morgan, Pacific Esports, in 9th, Jonathan Gallen, Pacific Esports, in 10th, and John Latham, Shadow Racing Team, and in 12th, Brandon Levin from Team SRW Motorsports. That rounds out our ladder and all the battlers out there tonight, and there's going to be some spectacular up points for grabs tonight too, so should be very interesting how it all pans out. And welcome to the room, as usual, downstairs pushing our buttons and the streams, Kobe pushing it and doing extremely well, and beside me, Mr. James Watson. Come on down, Mr. Watson. How you doing and how are you? And I know how much you love this track.
Yeah, it's funny. We were talking a little bit before we came on air, and you know, being on iRacing for as long as I've been, it kind of makes you a bit cynical with track choices and officials and certain other leagues, and you tend to experience a select few of tracks a lot more than others. And Watkins Glen is definitely one of those tracks that you see appear on the schedule quite often, and you get burnt out a bit at times. But like when you get the cynicism out of the way and you look at it for what it is, this track is awesome. It's fun. There's a reason why it appears on schedule so often, is because it's easy and it's fun. You know, there aren't a whole lot of really difficult corners on this track. It's pretty straightforward, but there's a few areas that, if you're not careful, can end your night in a hurry. It's easy to learn but tough to master, and this is one that a lot of us are very familiar with, especially in the States, as this is the Cup layout. This is one that NASCAR uses every year, so it is very quick and it's very short. Lap traffic is going to be quite the issue, and I feel like traffic is also going to play a huge effect on this, which means we might be in for some wild moments coming to the bus stop and then the exit of the carousel. That's been the site of many huge wrecks real life. I think I've seen like at least 3 track walkers over the 20 years I've been following NASCAR, so we're going to be in for one heck of a night. Hopefully it's not as carnage-filled as some of the moments that I'm talking about, but it very well could. You never know when it comes to this place.
I totally agree, mate. You totally agree. Anything is possible. We'll just pray that it all stays kosher and gives us a special time out there tonight, which I know that was using NASCAR, no rule track limits permitted tonight. Well, that's a good one. So that means when they come down the first corner and get themselves around all that way, it is going to be all hell for leather and good going out there.
Yeah, so you're going to see quite a few cars going wide, exit of turn 1, and then exit of the carousel right there as well. Now, personally, I've never found using all that runoff at the carousel to be helpful. Like, every time I've tried to use it, I've always been slower. It's kind of a case-by-case basis with the exit of turn 1. Some cars, it is a huge difference. You have to use all of it. It is such a big advantage. Some, not as much as you would think. You know, you can color within the lines a lot more than some people would lead you to believe. Obviously, you're seeing a lot of the cars out there right now using all the track limits. And something else to keep in mind is that Race Control has said that if you make contact with a car that's not using the extra track limits while you're way off in no man's land, it probably gonna put more of the blame on you naturally from that fact. So everyone is gonna have to keep their wits about them and make sure that traffic is clear when they're pulling back on the actual racing surface.
Yeah, 100%. It's one of those things where people will play with fire, and they just got to be careful with it big time. I'm just liking to see how it is out there. There's people viewing, and you're already backing up in there. Good to see people coming out and supporting. But yeah, it's going to be a tricky one, mate. Definitely, it's one of those things that will just hopefully won't go too astray, and we'll keep our fingers crossed. But it's Watkins Glen, mate. Anything is possible, and anything can happen, especially around this corner here, the last corner as well. We've seen many cars bounce off that wall and hit the pitch entry as well, getting stuck across there. But this is a spectacular part of the track as well, getting across these bumps, and then the people coming out of the pit exit at the same time, like that. Oh, as Lindsell comes across and gets a beautiful job done getting across the nose. Qualifying tonight, being that it is a 15-minute run, will basically continue before anyone that has crossed the line before the timer shuts out will get to finish their lap tonight. So that'll be a cracking bit of effort. Never noticed that Linzel's front car was black fading to green, but there you go. I've just noticed it. Look at that. He's flying at the moment.
The things I deal with.
The things you deal with. Oh, he's giving it a go. Oh, he just ruined my feng shui. Took me a while to get that line straight. I'm just looking. I'm going to give... we've got 8 minutes left, and Kobe's can't give you the overlay timing because my system changed in the back end over the weekend. So I'm going to try to get it to him just for the last few minutes. And hopefully we'll be able to go through that. But Mr. Watson, obviously, first, I think, is this the first time we've done Watkins Glen together?
I feel like we've done it for the 86s, but this is the first time we've done it for the V8s.
Yeah, I thought as much. I thought so. I thought that was the case because I haven't been in this for quite a while, apart from the 86s. I think that what you said was correct. But what are we expecting out there? Oh, I really don't know. I'm really trying to think of scenarios that have happened out there. We've had some beautiful battles out there with fuel conservation and stuff like that. I think that's something that's going to be on the cards tonight. So I don't know. I'm not sure what my expectations are tonight.
Yeah, you can definitely do quite a bit of fuel save here with how fast it is and how draft heavy it's going to be. You can lift and coast a lot, especially down into the bus stop, down into turn 1. There's a lot of areas to save fuel, so it's going to be interesting to see those about towards the later half of the top 10 try to make that work.
Yep.
Coach,
you should have that in the sorry mate, you should have that in the broadcast chat.
And with all that said, I definitely believe there is a chance for a safety car. There's a lot of narrow parts on this track, especially not just the parts I've already talked about, but another big key point you have to worry about is up here through the S's. Very high speed, very blind, and look at how narrow that is. If one car has one issue right here, it's gonna cleave most of the field. And it's easy to mess up the S's in a car like this. You're always kind of having to fight gravity, especially through that middle part of the S's, because it really kind of goes off camber. It's a lot easier in these things that are these V8s that are built to have more grip than the conventional stock cars. It's almost a death trap in one of those, but just because it's easier in one of these doesn't mean it's easier in general. And if you're just off on your turn in just that little bit through the middle part of the S, the car just slides right out to the Armco that is way closer to the racing surface than it feels like it has any right to be. And that is where we could see the powder keg tip off, like right there. Look how close you're getting to that guardrail.
Yeah, mega close. Just under 4 minutes left, and the timing tower is showing some new drivers up the pointy end at the moment. So Ryan Mueller's up there as always expected with a 1:10.42, but Thomas Wilson from Slipstream is up there again, so doing a cracking bit of driving up there. Jax Nova has got himself up the pointy end too. Dylan Gray's just popped up there. Sean Linzel, Jordan Etler. So we're seeing a good split of drivers from different teams. Coleman's up there, Scotty Weston, Seth Stevens and Brandon Levin. So there's only 2 PR boys up there in the top 10, and the rest are from different teams all the way through, which is a good blend of talent coming through. And it's going to be very, very interesting because some of these boys have been very impressive, mate. I'm very impressed with some of their driving standards out there. Jax Nova, Linzell, Thomas Wilson have been a very big surprise.
Yeah, last couple seasons, it's kind of felt like the Pacific Esports Pro Invitational with how dominant they've been, not just up in the pro category with Bueller and Gray, but also dominating in the Pro-Ams and the AMS category. So seeing a whole lot of different teams being represented up here, that is really nice to see, really refreshing.
Yeah, 100%.
Look at that. Pro-Am on the front row right now. Love it.
Yeah, I know. There's going to be answers there in a few weeks. Why is he still a Pro-Am? And the question is a very good question. I'm going to have to sit down with Mark Cochran and have a bit of a chinwag about it, because I believe that Mr. Wilson over the last few, he's only new to the series, so over the last few races has just established himself more and more as a pro. So we will we'll have a bit of a chinwag tonight and see where we'll position all that. But Ryan Mueller throwing this car around spectacularly at the moment.
We'll see if he can knock a little more off this time. And he does. Almost a whole tenth better.
Almost a whole tenth. Doing a cracking bit of work. I'm just going to restart my SDK in the background, Cobes. So you shan't lose my stream, but the overlay just doesn't seem to be wanting to work for the back-end system, so we will do that. We've got a couple of minutes left, ladies and gents. We are down to the 146. So a little bit of time up our sleeves. Couple of cars still making their way around. There's Blake coming through and kissing all the curbs as he can coming through there. But there was Timothy Schmellenberg getting out of the way in the meantime as well to so that he doesn't interfere with Blake's fast lap. We've got a lot of people out there watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons, ladies and gents. We are going to tear it up at Watkins Glen tonight. These boys are going to put on a spectacular show. So please, give them the love that they deserve. Right, we're not too far off now. A couple more to go. Let's see who's going to cross the line in time to get another lap in. Mueller's starting one right now. There's another 50 seconds of that lap behind, so anyone who's coming behind them can still set a lap at the moment. Mueller's sitting with a 1:10.369. Literally, he's gone on that. Will iRacing not count that? Or he's just kept it off the wall, so he's opened it up all the way.
There's no track limits there. That is perfectly legal.
Well, that's going to be a tough one. The only thing he's going to have, if he comes back on track and hits someone who's already on track, it's going to be on him. And that's going to be the same for all the drivers out there, not just for Ryan. So anyone who does go out wide, re-entering the track is just like the same rule applies as if you have left the track and gone off the track limits, which you figuratively have because that's a white line. But yes, it will be looked at as a poor re-entry. But have a look at that, taking full advantage of all the width coming through. Cracking bit of work. Still a couple coming through there. Who has got left that's going to be out there and who can get a timeout? Looks like Brandon Levin. No. Dylan Gray. No. Jax Nova.
He did not prove on that lap.
No, not at all. Not at all. I swear my second camera looks like it's in slow-mo. Oh, we we might not have the second camera tonight, ladies and gents, because at the moment it's not behaving itself. But we will endeavour to just keep if all the action all the way through. We'll get the first lap coming through. We'll look at some of the incidents after the first lap and focus on these guys at the pointy end, because that's what the battle's going to be in the short term. Ryan Mueller, Thomas Wilson, Dylan Gray's got himself in the second row, so 2 PRs in the second row. Jax Nova in fourth, Sean Lindsell in fifth, Dave Coleman sixth, Seth Stevens in seventh, Jordan Etler in eighth, 11 ninth, and Scotty Weston in 10th. So cracking bit of work. The lead am is Dion Hedrington, and he's having a great challenge for the title battle for the AMs as well tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out with the boys and girls that are battling in there. Di Feldman, Craig, Healy, and Dion himself, all four going for it, because Adam Mueller's in there as well. Excuse my hiccups. But ladies and gents, this is how we round up a 110.369 for the Pacific Esports Racing Team driver Ryan Mueller. Takes out the top step beside Thomas Wilson, side by side in the front row. Wilson from the Slipstream Autosports team. In the second row, we've got Dylan Gray from Pacific Esports Racing beside Jax Nova from JR Racing. In the third row, we have got Sean Lindsell, privateer, beside Dave Coleman from the Finishing Motorsports team. In the fourth row, Seth Stevens from Data Missing beside Jordan Etler from Sideways Esports. In the fifth row, Brandon Levin from Team SRW beside Scotty Weston from EWT. As we cross the line and into the sixth place, Dion Hedrington, Pacific Esports Racing, the lead am in the race so far tonight, is beside Blake Urquhart, his teammate at Pacific Esports Racing as well. Pete Sadler from Angry Birds and Brett Taylor EWT. So we've got an Angry Bird and Angry Tasmanian on the seventh row. And then we have on the eighth row, Adam Mueller, Pacific Esports Racing, beside Timothy Schmellenberg from JWM Sim Sports. We've got on the ninth row, Daniel Clutterbuck from EWT beside Peter Pavlovich from Pacific Esports Racing. And in the 10th row, Peter Latham from Shadow Racing, along beside his teammate Ed Cullen from Shadow Racing. Got a few more to go through there. We've got Craig Healy, EWT, beside Ben Thomas on the 11th row, and Di Feldman taking out the rear of the grid. And downstairs tonight, I believe we have Greg Barber and Matty Keane. And I believe that is correct. No, Mark Cochran, sorry. My apologies. Did I hit send? Yep. My system is not behaving at all tonight, ladies and gents, but we are going to have an absolute cracker. Have a look at these cameras that Cobes has got going for us as we're looking at the lineup of the grid. These lads are going to be tearing it up like crazy. Watkins Glen is going to show us a fantastic battle with some beautiful tight corners, a lot of positions for some great passing. And don't forget, we don't have the boot tonight, so they're going to be fanging it like crazy around the back. There's going to be a lot of pace coming through here, and they're going to have to watch their tyres as well, because front end might get a bit slippery at some point. But ladies and gents, we are not too far from gridding. Got about 20 seconds. So if you're out there, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, support the drivers and the teams that support the drivers and the sponsors that the drivers have too. But also thank our sponsors that are out there as well. Brim Industries, Shun Sceneries, Shannon's, and the legends that are Warren Brown Tools. We are not too far from takeoff. Gonna get the second camera on there, and the titles are working. Yippee, yippee. That is all, folks. We are off, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a fantastic start. Everyone's got off beautifully. Dylan Gray has got himself in there straight away. And we've got the slipstream of Thomas Wilson on the outside line, the fast line. Oh, a little bit of contact as he goes offline. We've got a line of cars taking the adventure off that beautiful part of the track, but outside line, which is coming the inside. Oh, he's got his nose cut off. Ryan Mueller is there. Thomas Wilson behind him. And Dylan Gray. There was not much room left between those boys, but they've come across nice and clean. There's still a couple of cars going too wide. About 8th and 5th looks like Shen Lindsell and It's also one of the walls. You see that backhand. Levin, Blake Urquhart, Weston and Jordan Etler. But a great start off the line. Everyone's got off nice and clean and no problems at all. Hopefully we can keep it that way as they battle through and get through to the pointy end. It looks like that Stevie's system has gone Putski's for some reason. It's paused itself, but we'll keep going, ladies and gents, with this battle here. Keep an eye on these boys and keep them clean. They're not going to be going anywhere around this bit because there's brick walls everywhere to be had. They cannot and will not hit them this early in the race.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate start for Jackson over there. Some sort of contact between him and Dylan Gray exited turn 1. Jax had to make a huge save, but lost a lot of time, and then something happened with Daniel Clutterbuck. He's back on pit road. He dropped and he disconnected on the starting grid, and it looks like he missed the start. Now back on pit lane.
Oh, could have been some technical difficulties there with him, and having to get back in there. Excuse my beautiful sneezes. The boys are all going out extremely wide. I reckon we just need to paint a new line through there. There's a bump right here under the braking zone. You'll see the guys right there, and the boys will have to watch that coming through. And that's not that corner, it's a different corner. It was a corner before, Steve. But I love this section of the track, taking it all the way advantage, taking it all the way to the end. See who's going to clip the wall. Oh, Coleman got closest. There should be a competition there coming through. Oh, my God, my lordy, lordy, lord. Mr. Dragon himself missed this A. Good to see you out there, brother. I saw you on the socials with your RC team the other day. Good stuff with what you're doing. Jump in whenever you're ready. But these boys are putting on a spectacular show. 6/10 on Thomas Williams. He's got a lot of pressure there from Dylan Gray. Dylan Gray's all the way out on the back. He's trying a bit of a slick stream coming through there. He's got the overlap. Is he going to be able to get it through there and hold it out? Oh, I tell you what, he forced his way through. Dylan Gray shut that door, and if it wasn't for Thomas Wilson pulling back on that, I reckon they would have both ended up in the wall. I think Thomas Wilson chose to drive a few more laps rather than having the contention of the wall as Coleman a little bit sideways as he comes through over the bump. He has got Seth Stevens all the way back of him having a look too. Everyone's having a peekaboo at the moment. Coleman is putting the pressure. Thomas Wilson is doing a cracking job out there as well. My God, we're getting all the oldies coming back. Harry Dodds as well. My goodness me, congratulations on the signing of the new team, Harry, but you could have at least replied and said no. Love your work. It's great to see these boys, some of the OGs out there, mate, people that have raced with us for years in the broadcast watching. So great to see you out there, lads. But get braced in for some mega times. Ryan's pulling away with this, mate. He's got 1.4 already.
Yeah, I figured that was going to happen, but I figured it'd be a little later. I figured they'd stay somewhat connected, and while everyone is in a big old train, the locomotive right there is run away to about a second and a half.
Yeah, I knew he was going to be fast out there tonight. Just looking at the way he was going out in practice and everything, but I didn't suspect it this fast. But Dylan Gray, just while we saw all that, we saw him pass Thomas Wilson just before the old boot section that's cut off. But having a look there, Jax Nova having a bit of a sneaky peek at the moment. Where is Jax Nova dropped to?
He is now going up
all
to
the way down, didn't he? Yeah, what happened with him there? Because he dropped a lot of places.
The contact exited turn 1 with Dylan Gray.
Yep. Oh, look at this. Schmellenberg taking the inside line. Under brakes, wiggling it around as well. Maintaining control coming through there. He made it through nice and clean. But look at the PER car all the way out to the wall. Schmellenberg, he's cut across there. And I'll tell you what, he was well within his rights to cut across there because the PER car was re-entering the track. That was Adabula re-entering the track. He's the one who's got to be aware of where Schmellenberg is because he's lead on track. But have a look at this. Oh, spectacular run. And I tell you what, things are getting hairy in the back here because I've just got the view back online. And oh my goodness me, the cars sound fantastic on this track as I clean up the screens and get rid of some of this stuff that's out there. But, oh man, how good do these V8s sound at Watkins Glen? The concrete around it just emphasises that the vocals of this car like crazy.
And the fact that there's hardly any corners to worry about, so you're just flat out for most of this lap, letting it sing.
Oh, it's just a beautiful noise, isn't it? Beautiful noise. We are into the first 7 minutes, ladies and gents, and it has been a spectacular fight already. Everyone has panned down to single lines, which we sort of expected at this point of the track. Don't forget, we will be getting pit strategies coming in. We'll probably expect them around the 33, 35 minute mark, somewhere around there. Maybe a few fuel savers out there, a few people that'll be looking at a slightly different strategy. But the battle is still on. The top 10 are extremely close, and a good spread of talent across multiple teams, not just the one team dominating here. Dylan Gray is not getting away at the moment. Thomas Wilson is keeping up with him. He needs to focus in front of him and not start to battle there with Coleman because they need to catch up. They can't let Dylan get away too far, and they need to party up with Dylan to make sure that Ryan does not get away too far as well.
Yeah, they're staying somewhat close to Gray. He's not quite able to pull away like Ryan is.
Yeah. He's an absolute machine, and he's really... we've seen him progress over the last few seasons, and he's won 2 in a row.
Whoa!
Oh, that was so close. Was that Lindsell? What's Lindsell doing down there as well? He's lost a few places too. So Lindsell's dropped 2. Biggest mover at the moment is Peter Pav up in the 13th place. Doing a cracking job, Mr. Pav. He's coming back to some form in this series too. Lindsell is having a look of Blake Urquhart and Brandon Levin just slowly following him through there, just keeping on touch with Lindsell. So this battle pack that you've got on the main screen at the moment is one of the closest ones coming through down the bottom screen. These boys and ladies are all doing a spectacular job too. We've got Ben Thomas, Ed Cullen, Peter Latham chasing down Craig Healy, Adam Mueller, and Schmellenberg, who's having a cracking battle with Adam Mueller still.
Whoa! Who was that had to make that huge save off of the final corner?
Was it the white one?
I couldn't tell. All I saw was smoke. It might have been from Etler, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think Etler just passed Lenzel just then, so it. I think I thought it was a white car, but there's a battle with Schmellenberg down the bottom as well. Brandon Levin is being chased down. He's lost a bit of contact with Blake Urquhart after being very, very close. But now he's joined the battle pack with Scotty West and Atlas Lindsell. Lindsell is extremely fast out there still, but he's lost a few places off that start too. So the battle that's supposed to be around Ryan Mueller is sort of fizzled a little bit. He's off 2.5 seconds already. So it's going to be interesting to see what sort of strategies these boys can apply to catch up to him now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's much of one available at this point. I think their only plan of attack to catch up to Mueller is safety car.
And you know, the funny thing is, in our very early inceptions of our days back in the FRL days, so this is going back, we're now 6 years old. This has been going back about 7 or 8 years now. We used to have a random safety car to bunch up the race because we'd have a big difference in field, and we would bunch it up so that we would have some fun racing at least. And it was fun. It was good. It was artificial, but it was, at the time, we had a lot of fast guys and we had a lot of slow guys, not really in the middle. So it was a good way of mixing it up. Look at the battle on the bottom here. Peter Pav and Jax Nova. Jax Nova's having a look at him at big time coming through. Oh my goodness. They are riding that curve sensationally. You're still going to call that the bus stop? Or just a really big chicane?
I mean, no, it's a bus stop, and it's modeled and shaped after a bus stop, and you're making the same movement that you do when the bus stops to pick up passengers. So I'd say it still counts.
It still counts. Still counts. All right. Let's see. Look at that. Look at these boys in the bottom are going crazy. They're having a good look right now. Peter Pav has got Jax Nova there beside him. Oh, Scotty Weston's gone adrift. Jax Nova's taking the inside line of Peter Pav at the bottom in the first corner. Pav's gone all the way out wide. So is Jackson as well. They've cut across each other and kept each other. Oh, I'll tell you what, keeping each other honest through that corner. But what a way for Jax Nova to get ahead of Peter Pav through there. Very good, very clean, and what a quality move. You got Finzel on the top screen having a go at Etler. He's putting the pressure on Etler big time from the, well, I can't remember what the team stands for anymore. Is it Triple S? Etler's team is...
Isn't it
Sideways Esports, that's it, yeah. SES. It was just the way my brain was going. But have a look at this. He is really putting some pressure on as they're coming through the back few corners. Etler's now having a look at Weston. He's putting the pressure on. Is he going to go for it after the main straight, the start-finish line? He's right up behind him. Oh, Finzel comes across, a little bit wiggly. I tell you what, these minor positions are battling on crazy. Brandon Levin got a bump and run. Didn't see that.
Yeah.
It's funny, I rebooted everything and the audio came back, and then all my settings that I had before, keeping the RC louder and the cars softer, it's all gone kaputski. So now I can't hear Barbs, I can just hear it in the background, and I can hear the cars, but beautifully, I can hear the cars fantastically. If you're out there and you're supporting a driver or a team, let us know, and we would be happy to share the screen with them and put them out there, get you to get a bit of a cheer on. Let us know as we watch Jordan Etler putting the pressure on Scotty Weston, and in the meantime, Phil Sell saw Etler got caught a little bit off guard there. He was focusing on Watson, and Phil Sell nearly got underneath him then. So the pressure is on big time. Look how much of the gap, just in that little bit of battle that's developed in the last two quarters, you can tell that Etler is very, very aware of Lindsell behind him. Got Ghost Shadow out there from one of the lads. Peter Layford is down on the bottom. They've got two Shadow Racing boys following each other through, Ed Cullen and Ed Pete. So they're sticking nice and close. So you can see the bottom screen at the moment coming through. Looking very, very nice out there, those strips of the delivery of those cars. This battle here, the Scotty Weston, Lindsell, this crop of guys going from 7th till 10th is pretty spectacular coming through. Ryan Mueller is just tearing that up big time at the moment, ladies and gents. He is up there in 10th place. In first place, what am I saying, 10th place, first place, up 3.5 seconds on his teammate. He's doing a spectacular job. Yeah. Big
defensive there.
Yeah.
For Scotty trying to hold him off.
He's opened it right up. He needs to go all the way out to the edge so they can't get around him on the outside. Stay central as much as possible through here so that it makes them go out the long way rather than the short way. Yep, just leave a bit of a car length on either side so that you can shut the door if you need to cleanly, not... Whoa, how close did Weston get to the wall then, man? That was ridiculously close, and because he did so close, it actually pulled him out a little bit wide into the entry into that corner. But I'll tell you what, Ettler is now putting the pressure on Lindsell. Look at him like a deck of cards just sliding out from each other. He's trying to get underneath him, but Weston has done a great job. He's got the overlap done, but not enough to get through there. Lindsell is behind there as well, waiting to pick up the pieces. But Scotty Weston, ladies and gents, doing a fantastic job. Lindsell's underneath Ettler. He's got him on the inside line. He's going to be able to fight him through. Is he going to be able to get in there and stay beside a little bit side draft? No. The exit speed of...
Oh, something happened to Dylan Gray.
No, yes, Dylan Gray has gone. I'll tell you what. Oh, look at the bottom screen. Here it is. He is gone down the hill.
Oh, no. Did he money shift?
Yes.
He money shifted.
He did.
Oh,
he blew the engine. He's blown the engine, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Gray has done a popcorn move where it's just got pop, 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 pop. But have a look at this at the moment. Ettler has got the Angry Birds Peter over the back of him as well. We missed out that pass. We'll see if we can find that pass as we come through.
Safety car.
Oh, it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's a safety car because he's out there amongst it. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Dylan Gray's popped it out there. He's going to have a fast repair, so he's going to be back on track, but he will be a lap down. He'll be hoping that there's another safety car that comes out a bit later. Can we have a look, Kobe, downstairs on the pass and what happened with Ettler? Why he dropped down a few spots? I think he was trying to avoid Dylan Gray at the time. I think I found it. Oh, yeah, that's a good little move coming through there. There's Ettler all the way on the back. Trying to come back through. It's gone out wide.
Nice crossover.
Yeah, beautiful bit of work. And there's a little bit of contact here.
Oh, man.
Yep, look at that. A little bit there. Kept it clean, kept it coming through, but it slowed them both down. Look how much pace they lost out of that little bit of contact between the two of them. A massive amount of pace lost. And it got Ettler swallowed up by the boys coming in. That's Peter Sattler from the Angry Birds right behind him. What a bit of a view that was. I fluked that one, mate. I'll let you know I fluked that. I will take no credit for that at all.
Apparently, Dylan Gray is actually called it a night.
He's called it a night. What, being a lap down is not enough fun to try to chase down?
It would appear not.
Well, that's a perfect time to get out there and have some fun, trying to pass some guys that are a little bit slower than you and get some training with that. It's definitely something I would have loved to have done. Again, out there, people out there watching, thank you for joining us tonight. Like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons. We are aiming for 2,000 subscribers, and we are, I think it's just under, we're about 270 something away. So we're aiming for the end of the year to hit the 2,000 button. But also, Father's Day's around the corner. If you're out there and you're looking for something special, Warren & Brown Tools have got 10% discount at the moment on their line. The Warren & Brown Tools. Excuse me. You have to take over, Mr. Watson.
Well, I can't talk about Father's Day coming up because Father's Day in the States was 2 months ago, so I can't help with this plug.
Did you get a knock on the door, someone saying, hello, Daddy?
I'm not touching that one.
No? That's why you need a security camera, so you can just not open the door. Excuse me as my lungs disappear from me as I'm battling a bit of a cold. Safety car's going to be enough this lap, I believe. I think that's what I heard correctly.
You are correct.
Yeah. It's brought the race back to Ryan Mueller, Scotty Weston, Thomas Wilson, Dave Coleman, Seth Stevens, Blake Urquhart, Brandon Levin, Lindsell, Settler, and Etler. It's a tough one out there, man, because we've seen a lot of pace from Lindsell, and he's got himself out in 8th place. Etler's been spectacular out there. Jax has been fast. So there's a couple of boys there that should be at the pointy end fighting that aren't.
Yeah, and I'm curious on how Scotty made it up there. Obviously, a much shorter pit stop. Wonder how much he was able to save during that. And also wondering if we're going to see another stop here. I assume we will, but...
Yeah, I reckon, well... Yeah, I reckon somewhere around just after the 10-minute mark. But depends. Is this fuel strategy going to change now? Is the race going to change? Is the dynamics changing now? Are these boys going to start going to fuel save mode? They've had 2 laps now under safety car conditions.
Yeah, very well could. You definitely might see a lot of guys trying to fuel save, trying to shorten up that final stop and try to manufacture some track position for themselves.
Right, Ryan's got control now, mate. So he's ready to rock and roll. Cobes, do you have the pit box, who's pitted for the viewers? Here we go. So everyone has pitted for the series except for Di Feldman and a couple down the back. But Ryan Mueller has got the race under control now. It's all a matter of when he wants to go. You can see the control line just ahead of him, just past Barney. There it is.
Oh,
drivers have got to be careful. Drivers have got to be careful that they can't pass each other coming through. And look at that move from the slipstream car straight away. Thomas Wilson decided to cut off Coleman straight through there. Steph is on the outside line coming around him as well. Then Blake Urquhart's coming through as they all funnel through and tighten up through there. Thomas Wilson's got himself around Coleman coming through. Blake Urquhart and Stevenson always coming through as well. A little bit of two battle. The battle between bottom screen between Schmellenberg and Adam Mueller is still going tight.
My God, look at the defense from Stevens there. Oh.
Yeah. Got to be careful that they're not reacting to the car behind them when they're doing those defensive moves, because it will get caught, especially under brakes. Now, they won't get a penalty straight away. They'll get a black flag. But I tell you what, Ryan Mueller's got a spectacular job out there. Got a beautiful run, 4/10 on it. Scotty West is trying to hang on with the bare skin of his teeth at the moment. We've got Wilson there in 3rd. Then we've got Coleman, Blake Urquhart, Steph Stevens, Brandon Levin, Sean Lindsell, Sattler, and Jordan Etler coming through there as well. So the few boys are still punching above their weight in there.
Oh, look at this. Oh, my.
You watching the bottom screen like me, it's getting very, very tight and scary down the bottom there. 2 wide coming through there. Oh, my goodness, that was Adam Mueller and Brett Taylor coming through on the bottom screen and chucking in underneath each other. They're all just pulling out enough time to get a nose clearance as they're coming through that first quarter and off the walls as they're coming back onto the main track. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a bit of a...
Lord.
I don't know about that move. That's to me is reacting to Dave Coleman's move. So my pitch to you is telling me that Thomas Wilson's going to get a black flag for that. Black and white warning flag, I should say, not a black flag, because that was reacting to Coleman's attempt to move through there. But watch Coleman, he's not a silly fella. He might W that one and take advantage of that sort of driving style.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but that was just my perspective through there, yeah? So don't judge me on it.
I don't know if I disagree with you on that one. That one was a very staunch defense, and we've already seen quite a few of that already in just the few minutes we've been back green.
Yep. I'll tell you what. Adam Mueller on Thomas Schmellenberg, Timothy Schmellenberg, still going helpful. They've opened up the gap a little bit now, but geez, they're going crazy close to each other. Di Feldman is putting some pressure on the bottom screen at the moment. She's trying to go at Ben Thomas. So she's having a bit of a run through. Jax Nova on Sattler. Jax Nova's tucked in nicely. Geez, it's good when you can tell the cars apart, mate.
I know, right?
Yeah, you don't even have to look at the scoreboard or timing tower or anything. You can just see who they are. Feldman
Or
is
the wheels.
Or the wheels, yeah. When you get that chance.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of fast boys that really got to work their way all the way through. Lindsell, Jax Nova. They're in the 10th and 9th places, so a bit of work to be done through there. Seth Stevens from 1-9. I haven't seen a lot of him, so I can't really comment. He seems to be doing an exceptional job out there at the moment, so we'll keep battling there. But look at the nice line coming through there. Mueller is starting to pull away a little bit, but these boys have all settled into a bit of a pattern too. Are we going to see another pit, mate? This is the big question I guess we've got to ask ourselves. Are we going to see a pit after the 10-minute mark, somewhere around 8 minutes to 7? Are they going to be able to get all the way through to the end?
I mean, we've always seen the normal rounds be 2 stoppers. Oh, Brett Taylor calling something in.
Yep, I can barely hear it. I'll have to rely on you for those, mate.
Kobe's trying to dig that up. I'd be shocked if anyone can make it without having to pit again. 40 minutes, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Especially since we've rarely seen that not be as... hold on, I think Weston's pitting, yeah.
Oh, Weston's pitting early. He's doing a smart move here, man. He'll be able to go all the way to the end from this. With 25, by the time he gets out there, it'll be like 25 minutes left. So that's not a bad move there by Weston. Not a bad move at all. I'm trying to listen to Mariah's car at the moment to see if he's fuel saving at all. I've got him on audio at the moment.
Oh, Seth Stevens is blinking. Right now, 1-9 isn't his team, it's his ping.
Just listening to see how he's going at the moment. I'm on board with Ryan Mueller at the moment. Well, I think he's doing a bit of fuel saving. It's a bit hard to tell at the moment. Yeah. All right, so there's a car that's blinking out there like a bit of crazy stuff. So they're monitoring that at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like it's settled down for now.
I'll go to the main view so you can see how Mr. Mueller is driving that car at the moment, but doing some spectacular work out there. Thomas Wilson has got himself in the 2nd place, and the battle between these boys is what's slowing them as well. Something else going through there, so I'm not sure what calls they were.
That was just Steven saying that if it gets worse again, he'll pull over.
Okay, so Brandon Levin's just passed him as well. So he's obviously attempted to.
Yeah, he's
look
still
at his
ahead.
wide angle through there. There's Levin. Oh, he's disappeared on him, that's why. Yeah, he's following him through there. You can just see it. And it's a tough one too, because you get close and they disappear. They can end up inside you.
I'm not
have seen a car disintegrate like that before. Great battle there with Coleman. And, oh, look at that. Urquhart trying to get in underneath. And the different lines there. Urquhart was trying to take a bit of a straighter line coming through there. Get back on there. Look at these sides.
Oh, look at
Levin
this.
is being
Oh,
swapped
man.
across there.
Oh,
A little bit of contact. Mizelle's on the back of him. Yep. Crack a bit of work between these guys. We've got Brandon Levin, Sean, Lindsell and Etler really, really close. And Jax Nova has got them. These guys are all roughly around the same pace as well. So it's going to be a spectacular battle between these guys. Clutterbuck didn't re-enter after his PC issues, unfortunately.
Nope. Yeah, that's going to be a huge hit for him and his championship hopes.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. It doesn't take a lot. Oh, Brandon Levin almost touches the wall then. He's all over the back of Coleman at the moment, having a look. It's not Coleman in front of him, is it? It's not. It's Seth Stevens. Sorry, my brain just faded for a bit then because I was just listening to these V8s coming past the walls. That sounds spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. It reminds me of the old really loud F1 engines that with the way the sound's bouncing off the concrete walls through some parts of this track is spectacular.
Absolutely. Although most of these walls aren't concrete, they're guardrail. Armco.
There we go. Coleman's feeling the pressure from Urquhart again. He's gone out wide. Coleman to maintain the pace on the strip. Urquhart's tucked in behind him straight away. They're putting the pressure on Wilson, so they're really, really close to each other. They're around 3.5 tenths around each other. Steph Stevens is a full second behind, and then the battle behind him is even closer. These boys are 3 tenths apart. Jordan Entler is 1 and a bit tenths off the back of off Linzell. I was going to call him Linzell. But if we have a look at the classes out there, Wilson is up in second place doing the Pro-Am thing at the moment. In the amateurs, Dion Hetherington from PER is staking his claim for the AMS Championship tonight and having a cracking drive. And tonight's got a lot of points in it too because it's an enduro, a full hour race. It's a normal race, but it's not an enduro, it's a normal race, a full hour. Enduro's 80 minutes for us, but a little bit more points coming through there. I must admit that. I'm a bit biased here, but Brandon Levin's car's looking very sexy out there.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Gee, I wonder who made that paint scheme. Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's a little bit of contact.
Each other.
Oh, he's going to make sure he leaves a space. Oh. No, it's all good. It's all good. There's nowhere that David could go. Coleman couldn't go anywhere. He was on the edge of the track and he had to stand his ground. So that's a little bit unforced contact. Look at this coming through as well. Linzell and Etler coming through as well, having a bit of a time between them. And now Blake is following Dave Coleman even tighter, and Brandon Levin's even tighter on Stevenson as well. This battle for Coleman's not going away, is it?
Etler calling that in for blocking.
Who called it?
Etler. I don't know. I feel like what we saw on the front straightaway was pretty tame compared to some of the other moves we've seen that were called there.
It didn't seem like blocking to me. But have a look at the line there that Coleman took to make sure that Urquhart couldn't get underneath him there. Did you see that? So instead of going out wide, maintaining the pace through there, he made sure, because Urquhart was cutting that corner tighter than everyone else earlier on as well. So David must have been watching him come through there. Have a look at this pack. They're catching. So the battle pack that we had, Steph Stevens and Brandon Levin are now caught on the back. Here we go on the inside. Urquhart's taking a look. Coleman's staying out there. He's got to be able to hold it. They're holding it side by side coming through. It's Coleman got the pace, ladies and gents. Oh, he's going to get swapped across there. They've got to leave each other space into the corner. They have. Beautifully done. But look at Stevens. He's in there as well. Stevens got underneath Coleman. He's spinning round. Oh, I'm not sure what Stevens was doing there. So close. But ladies and gents, we're all just going round. Everyone's going to be going. Brandon Levin, unfortunately, caught in the middle of that. Oh, my goodness. That was a mess. Let's have a look at that. Previously, I'll take a replay down the bottom here. Here we go. if I can see it and catch it. See that? Ah, it looks like the Coleman had nowhere to go. He had someone tuck in underneath him there. Anyway, I'll leave that downstairs to the... Oh, is this going to be a safety car? Where's Coleman going?
Yeah. No, he's still parked.
He's got his car's cooked, I think.
I'm not
Look at that, Lindsell. Oh, what a move. He's just come back on track. He's got to be careful through there. Crack a bit of work there. Where's Coleman? Is he back in the pits? No, he's back out on track. No, he's just pulled out of the way. His car is cooked. I think that car is a little bit bent. Yeah, look at that. He's struggling big time to get that puppy home.
So I'm surprised that isn't a meatball then.
Yeah, look at that steering wheel, how he's fighting that to get it around the corner, ladies and gents. He's doing everything he can to keep that car straight. Unfortunate. That was, I haven't heard did you hear him call it in?
No, the only thing he said over text chat was the wheel.
Okay.
Oh, look at the send from Urquhart. Oh, no.
Okay.
Well, that's put Lindsell up into a podium spot now.
Yeah, it has. It's changed it a little bit big time now because we've got Ryan Mueller, Thomas Wilson, Jordan Lindsell. Unfortunately for Brandon Levitt, his bad luck continues. He just can't get a break at the moment. The same as Coleman too, so he's down there. We've got Etler, Jax Nova, Blake Urquhart, Peter Sattler, Dion Hetherington up into 8th place, Peter Pav 9th, Timothy Schmellenberg in 10th, Brett Taylor 11th. Then we've got a few AMs there, Mueller, Healy, Latham, Fieldman, followed by Thomas, Levin, and Coleman coming through, trying to recoup some of that time. We have second pit stops here from Steph Stevens and Scotty Weston. Is that going to come into effect soon? We are down to the last 20 minutes.
Bringing it in.
Yep. Here comes Jax Nova. All right, I will take it down to Steph Stevens. Let's see how that impacts. We just saw Jax Nova come in. What position was he in? 5th?
Yeah.
4th? So let's see how that impacts. So he's coming round. And first of the pitters for the second part of the race is Seth Stevens. He's coming through there. And just behind him, you can see in the distance, Scotty Weston as well. So they've gone on a different straight. They went in early.
I still feel like that's too early for Weston. I feel like 30 minutes.
Well, here
especially...
comes... I don't know. Here's Jax Nova coming through. Looks like Seth Stevens got to get around him. There he is just in front.
No further action. Interesting.
Okay. Let's go through there. So we got Seth Stevens. Where did he come out in the end? He's come out just ahead of Jax Nova and Scotty Weston just behind him. So his early pit stop has done him well. The question's going to be, he was in 5th. What's going to happen now to Wilson, Lindsell, and Etler? Are they going to come out behind him or in front of them? Because these boys were a bit of clean air. Have a look at Seth Stevens on the bottom screen. He's got nothing to contend with at the moment. He is clean sailing. And the top screen, we've got Lindsell and Jordan Etler battling. So that's going to slow them down a little bit. We'll have to keep an eye on their pace out there. Last lap, they were a 1:12.06. Stevens, 1:11.26. 0.8 faster. So that's already impacting their race. These boys are battling, whereas he's got a clean air, and he's bringing Scotty Weston with him. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that pans out.
Yeah. Oh, contact between Statler and Schmallenberg. Around goes Statler in the carousel.
Can't see it even coming up on the system. I see a bit of puff of smoke coming in the back there, though.
Yeah, they make contact exiting the carousel. Couldn't quite
Jordan
tell.
Ettler's in. Yeah, Jordan Ettler's into the pits now. So that's the second part. Let's see where he comes out. I'm going to take it to him at the moment. Brandon Levin's gone in too. Brandon Levin was just behind him. So let's see how that pans out for these two lads. Looks like camera one's the one to go with. Here we go. Ettler's coming out. We're waiting to see where Seth Stevens comes out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. They've passed him. They've passed him in a big way. So that's a great bit of driving there by Seth Stevens. He's got that clean air and he's done extremely well. He's got himself in a fantastic position at the moment, mate. Brandon Levin's come out behind these boys at Scotty Weston. Brandon Levin was on the sticks for 50 seconds opposed to Ettler, who was on there for 49. So a full second longer for Brandon up on the sticks.
Surprised no one called anything in that Schmallenberg, Sattler dust up. Peter Pav missed his box a little bit. Oh, he got black flag too. Oh no.
Oh no. What did he get? Speeding in the pits or something?
I would imagine.
So we're starting to change a little bit. Seth Stevens, Jax Nova, Ettler are working their way through. They are sitting in 13th place after the pit strategy. Craig Healy and Pete Sattler obviously unofficially up into 12th, up 12 places at the moment as we're in the middle of a pit strategy. Car 216 Pete speeding. Yeah, we sort of assumed that, Peter Pav. He's going to be cursing for that. Here we go. Brett Taylor's in there as well. And there's a few people coming in straight away. Craig Healy, Pete Sattler, Di Feldman, all coming into the pits 1, 2, and 3 straight away. Peter Pav has finally been released out of the pits. So that moves Seth Stevens and Jax Nova up the food train a little bit. They're now up into 9th, so only a couple of places off where they started.
And the good thing for Ettler is that he's at least held on to these two, and now they've become a nice little trio here. Question is, are they costing themselves time being like this or not?
Yep. Here comes Wilson and Linzell, both gone in. Wilson was in 2nd place, so I'll go on board with him coming through there. What we're watching right now is where Seth Stevens is going to come out. Everyone's gone in the pits behind them. Linzell, Henrington, Schmellenberg, Mueller. So they're all going to start to fall into their proper order. Let's see how this pans out. Nice little run here. They're doing good pace. 111s. They're sitting on 111s, so not bad at all. Oh, here we go. Jax Nova, Seth Stevens. Jax Nova's on the inside line, giving him a bit of a squeeze towards the wall. Closes the angle so it's not too acute for him. He goes out wide. He's going to let it back in. Now have a look at that. Underneath there, Settler cuts in beautifully. He caught them napping in a big way while they were fighting for the line. He just came through and said, "Thank you, come again." Great bit of work there.
That was incredible.
Great bit of work. All right, Blake Urquhart's coming in. So Thomas Thomas Wilson's got out in front of these boys, but just, he is 3/10. He's on cold tyres. You can just see him in front of this battle pack at the moment. You can see him on the big screen and small screen as well. So he's contending with cold tyres at the moment. But Settler, Seth Stevens, they've done the right thing. Jax Nova's still there. Stevens lost 3 places out of that little duel then. I think he was more concerned about the car around him rather than trying to get a nice tight slingshot out of there.
And he's also losing time. Look at that. He's starting to drop off.
Yep.
It's like the early stop with those tires not doing him any favors right now.
Yeah, Urquhart's in the pits and come out. There he is coming out right now, and he's just come out behind that battle pack. So that staying out has cost him as well. These boys had clean air, have done a spectacular job getting out there. He has come out, what is he, a full second behind Seth Stevens. So great bit of work there by Atla Jax Nova. Jax Nova's got him just about self back on the podium. Ryan Mueller is in. I'll take that to the bottom camera. We'll see how these boys come around him. He had a big buffer in there, but how's their pace been? Let's have a look at it. It's coming nice and clean. Lead car currently on track is Thomas Wilson. He's coming around the back section now. Blake is still on the sticks at the moment. He hasn't moved yet. You can see him in the bottom corner coming through. He's traversing now. He's coming out of the pits. He's going to be out in front. The question is how far in front. There he is coming through. He's got a back marker there. I think that's Peter Pav, his teammate, coming in behind him. And he's left those boys for dirt. I tell you what, though, Thomas Wilson, a 1:10.84. He's flying, ladies and gents. Scotty Weston's having a go here. Looks like Adam Mueller beside him as well. Mueller's taking the inside line. Weston, the outside faster line. Oh, he's drifting his rear end a little bit. Has he been able to maintain the pace through? He hasn't. Adam Mueller has got that done through there, but it's not over, ladies and gents. They will be fighting it through all the way. Ryan Mueller, ladies and gents, though, he is up nearly 8 seconds on Thomas Wilson at the moment, and he's pulled away like crazy. But Wilson did a spectacular job. He got himself 13 seconds back in just 1 lap. So not a bad bit of work.
Yeah, it looks like those ancient tires on Weston's car are gone.
Yeah.
Once again, I felt it was too early. It seemed like tires are really making the difference as Urquhart's using the freshest of anyone in this group, and put them to use.
He's done a cracking job out there, and you can see some of these cars are definitely struggling, but it's not over. Stevens is taking the inside line, but Urquhart will just take the outside line, the faster line, and leave it for a minute. Oh, Phil Linzel's tucking inside underneath Stevens as well. Linzel got a fantastic exit through there, but not enough to make any damage to Wilson's lead. Now I've got everyone coughing.
I'd just like to point out that we have 2 Pro-Ams on the podium right now.
Geez, that gives me a bit of homework. Doesn't it now?
It sure does, but man, that is cool to see.
It is cool to see, but it's not over. Look at this battle. They're really having a bit of fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. How many times have we seen someone's nose get chopped off tonight, man? And it comes off clean as well. It's been very, very close battles everywhere up and down the field. We had a few unfortunate incidents coming through, but I tell you what, I'm glad I'm not out there. 10 minutes to go too, ladies and gents. Oh, look at that. Seth's gone all the way out. Etler's taking the inside line. Sorry, Linzel. Very close battle, very close.
Oh, they're going to be side by side going through the bus stop. This can only end well.
Oh, one on the grass.
Yep.
The other, he's let him go. He's let him go. He probably thought to himself, oh, I think I gave him a little bit too much love there. And he's let him go through. So great bit of work.
went exactly how I expected it would. Yeah, typically too wide going through the bus stop doesn't end the best for either party. They kept it out of the Armco though,
Yep.
which you don't always get to live to tell the tale.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing at the moment, though? Linzel's rear end is everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. He's fighting rear end at the moment. So it's just going to be a matter of whether Seth Stevens, who was in the pits earlier, Stevens went in at lap 27, Linzel at 34. So Linzel's got the fresher tyres. You'd think that he'd be doing a little bit more stability out of there. Just watch the rear end on him. He was flying and just wriggling everywhere. Let's see how he handles the bus stop.
Yeah, but despite all that, he's still starting to walk away from Stevens.
Yeah, he is. It might have been a controlled slide more than anything.
Calculated.
I wouldn't know anything about that because there's nothing calculated about my driving except adding up the incidents.
And damage.
Yeah. Damage control. That's what they should have called me. Damage control. All right, ladies and gents, we are down to the last 8 minutes, and it's been a fun night out here, and the boys have been tearing it up. We've got Ryan Mueller from Pacific Esports Racing in the top spot with Thomas Wilson in second and Jordan Atler in third. Two Pro-Am drivers. Jax Nova, Blake Urquhart, Linzel, and Stevens rounds out the pros. And then we've got Dion Hetherington, the AM up there in 8th, Mueller 9th, and Schmellenberg 10th. What have we got here? Lap 39, cars 55 and 221. No further action.
That is Linzel and Stevens.
Yep. We've got someone supporting Mr. Thomas Wilson, who is running in second place. So you've just come and joined the stream in time. Let's Talk Motorsport. And he has been having a cracking run tonight. Bottom Craig Healy is putting pressure on Peter Latham at the moment, doing a cracking bit of work there. And again, that battle with Schmellenberg and Adam Mueller has not stopped. They're still going for it. Actually, that's Schmellenberg and Peter Statler. I apologise. Jack's Nova starting to feel Blake Urquhart all over the back of his neck. As we're down to the last 6.5 minutes. Two different racing lines in the bottom there from Schmellenberg and Settler. Nice. Oh, takes it out. Oh, I tell you what. Oh, he's come across the grass as well. Wow. Then that was living on the edge there by Urquhart. He took it out a bit wide. That bump, I think, put him off a little bit. And then he came back heavy over the grass. It's a great bit of work with these lads.
Yeah,
the battle pack behind that. Sorry, mate?
The bomb screen. It was a nice move. Sattler around Mollenberg into the bus stop.
Yeah, they've got a nice little battle pack to develop there. Mueller, Sattler, Schmellenberg, Fossil, Healy, Levin, and Brett Taylor, all the battling together very, very closely. Tell you what, Urquhart's living dangerously there. He's trying to tuck in underneath. Has he got underneath him enough to make a difference? Too wide. They've got overlap. Oh, Jack's Nova. Yep. Oh, I tell you what. Wow. I don't know who was thinking of doing what at that point. They were, nearly. Oh, what a tough turn that was. There's enough room given both ways, so they've got to make sure they give enough room on the way back as well. Oh, I tell you what, they're going to fight this to the very end. They know they've got a couple of laps left, and they've got to make sure whoever comes out of this in the spot above is the one that's going to be able to hopefully pull away. Lindsay, he's gone. Oh, that's gone the back into Jax Nova, and Lindsay is just avoided contact coming through there as well. He's got damage, ladies and gentlemen. That rear end is gone, or the front is gone, because that thing did not want to go straight for him there. Looks like he's battling it a little bit. Yeah, he's called that in at the moment. We'll see what happens through there. I'll have another look at that while we can, because that was unfortunate there. A little bit further back. Here we go. Let's see if I can get it through here. No, you can't see it. It's unfortunately it's not letting me go all the way back to it. I'll try to go back a few more moves. Here it is there. Oh, I tell you what, I think Jax Nova is crossed over his nose.
It's definitely
Tough one.
giving me some SVG Connor Zillich Xfinity Series last year vibes. The same exact spot too.
Yep. So we'll let race control do that one, because it was one angle looked like it was more on Urquhart, and the rear angle looks like it's more on Nova coming underneath him. So we'll leave that. Oh, look at Urquhart's rear end is feeling it big time. Oh, Bell's got in underneath it, but he's avoided contact. Urquhart didn't leave him much room through there. And he's in there behind him, ladies and gentlemen. The last 2.5 minutes, a lap is taking about a minute and 10. So we're probably going to get 2 laps out of this. But these boys are still fighting at the top end. Ryan Mueller he's just gone off on his lonesome. He's singing in there, lonely, oh so lonely. And just cruising along in the front seat. And but the boys behind him, they're all ragtag, man. They're all going for it, aren't they?
Yeah, I feel like that's understating it and underselling it quite a bit.
Yeah, we've had some nice battles tonight, that's for sure. Some amazing driving and some amazing control, recovering from slides and stuff too. So great bit of work by all out there. All right, we are down to the last minute. Ryan is just in cruise control at the moment. He is 11 seconds up the field, man. That is crazy.
Yeah,
we'll definitely get all of them running across the line tonight, even though we'll have to bear the big pause between Ryan and Thomas Wilson.
Yeah, that's a huge gap on a track this small.
Yeah, he's done exceptionally well. He's been lapping like crazy. He's about 8/10 faster on average at the moment. His last lap was a 1:11.59, and Thomas Wilson behind him 1:12.36, and the boys behind him are all in the 1:12s, 50s, and mid 12s. So a great bit of work there by him, showing supreme pace tonight. And there he is. I haven't seen the white flag come out yet, have you?
Nope, it'll be coming out this time.
Okay, let's watch the main screen. Let's see if the white flag comes out with these boys. That's Ryan there. I'll take the team battle pack here. Incident involving 778, no further action.
I think that's the Urquhart Nova.
Urquhart, yeah. It was probably 50-50. One was moving one way, one was moving the other way. And probably both shared the responsibility through that. Because it looked like one, from the front view, it looked like one car, and from the back view, it looked like the other car. So let's see if Barbs can confirm, are we on the final lap yet? No, we're not. So this will be the white flag with a Ryan Mueller at the moment. There's a couple of tenths on there. Where's Barney? That's a big question. There he is. He's waving that very aggressively. He's got to watch he doesn't pull a muscle.
Wow, he was 2 seconds short of ending that a lap earlier.
Yep. Great bit of work there. He's doing extremely well. Thomas Wilson is, where is he on track behind him? He is 11 and a bit seconds, so you can just see him coming up the hill now. He's just come around the final corner. So Thomas Wilson from Slipstream Autosports, he's got himself a spectacular position. Jordan Etler, Sideways E-Racing as well, has done a spectacular job. Up 8 places, Blake Urquhart in 4th place. Jordan Etler's going to be roughly, I think he's going to in the position to take. Yeah, he's got a fair gap there. As long as he keeps it clean through here, he'll be able to take it away from Thomas Wilson. Ladies and gents, we are on the back section of the track. We are here for the feature race tonight, the big race for round 5. Ladies and gents, the Warren Brown V8 Supercars coming around the final corner is Ryan Mueller taking out the win tonight for round 5 by a solid 10 seconds as he comes across the line. He has done a spectacular job. Here comes Jordan Etler in 2nd place from Slipstream Autosports, doing a fantastic job. And in third place comes Jordan Etler. What a drive from the Sideways Esports driver, doing a cracking job. Blake Urquhart brings it home in 4th. And Sean Lindsell, and something's gone adrift on that timing tower.
No, I think we got cars running out of fuel.
Well, we just saw Thomas Wilson come through, Blake Urquhart, Lindsell. Who do we saw? We saw Etler. Why is Etler dropped to 50? Must have had penalty points coming across the line. Something must have happened there for him. But ladies and gents, we've got to...
He ran out of fuel.
Before the line? Whoa, he might have just done that. Ladies and gents, we'll have to investigate that further. But we have got Ryan Mueller taking top spot. Thomas Wilson in 2nd spot. Blake Urquhart brings it home on the podium with a cracking bit of drive. That's not quite right what's on the screen at the moment. Then we've got Sean Lindsell, Jordan Etler. There it is there, ladies and gents. Wow. It's still got Thomas Wilson in 2nd place. So, all right, this is how it looks at the moment. In the pros, we've got Ryan Mueller, Blake Urquhart, Sean Lindsell, followed by Levin, Nova, Stevens, Coleman and Gray. In the Pro-Ams, Wilson, Etler, Taylor, Sattler, Weston, Thomas Pavlik and Clutterbuck. AMS, we've got Mueller taking out the top step with Schmellenberg, Healy, Latham, Hetherington and Fielding and Cullen. Could you hear what Barb's just said about crossing the line?
I did not, because I was listening to you.
So at the moment, I've got Ryan Wilson and Urquhart. I'm just going to check that with Barb's. Let's see how what that is. I'm going to drag Barb's into the room, you know, and just have a confirmation.
We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs.
Yep, let's have a quick look. I'm going to grab Barb's and just get a confirmation on the standings through there. He's not going to know that we're bringing him, but here we are. Barb's, can you please confirm the finishing positions? Because we saw the tower change in the last second.
Yes, so your top 3 are car 1, 881 and 778. And your AM winner 027. So the leader crossed the line with 1 second to go to take the white flag, and that added an extra lap to the race, and that caught out lots of guys with their fuel, including Ryan. So if Ryan had backed off out of the last corner on that previous lap, it would have been checkered flag race over, but it put an extra lap on.
So Etler, unfortunately, ran out of fuel coming across the line. So we've got Ryan Mueller, Wilson and Urquhart with the top 3 coming through. Oh, spectacular run there. Well, thank you very much, mate. Wasn't a lot of work for you to do down there tonight, but how was it?
No, it was good. Good driving throughout. Some good side-by-side action. A couple of little racing incidents where just a little bit of overlap was there, but it was difficult for drivers to pick. And a couple of little net Cody things as well that happened. So all good. It was a good night.
Thank you, mate. Great job downstairs, and appreciate you, your boys, doing a cracking job there tonight, mate. Ladies and gents, Mr. Greg Barber, our race director, the big chief. Take care, brother.
See you, mate.
All right, so who are we bringing into the room first, mate? Who the hell's Bunga? We're going to have to get some of these boys to change their names to their real names in Discord. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think that might be Adam Mueller.
I think you might be right. Is that the Amwin? The Pro Am?
Yes.
That's the Amwin. Let's bring him in. Let's slap him over the knuckles. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got no idea who this is because he's done the wrong thing and not put his proper Discord name in there. But we assume that Bunga is Mr. Adam Mueller. How you doing, buddy?
I'm well, guys. How are you?
Are we correct? It is Mr. Mueller. How are you, mate?
That is me. I'm not sure what I've done, but sorry about that.
No, you're all good, mate. How was it out there, mate? Was it a lot of fun? Because you were getting into some good battles in there with Schmellenberg for most of that race.
Mate, that was bloody intense. I haven't had a race like that for a while. The battle with Schmellenberg at the start, I don't think there was more than 0.3 between us for about 10 laps. Cracking battle, so well done to him as well.
Yeah. How was the amount of off track coming, like taking advantage of the first turn and some of those other sections? How did that feel coming on and off that section? Was it worrying that you were going to get swamped out there?
Yeah, you can manipulate the off track a little bit, but if you carry too much speed, and get a little happy with your right foot, you got to watch the fence out there. But yeah, you can make up a bit of time by cutting the corner a bit.
And it does bite when you hit it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I hit it about 5 times already this week.
Well, obviously a lot of practice done out there. And the young fella, mate, has he been giving you some coaching?
And not so much coaching. He's starting to learn how to set up a car quite nicely. So he's currently doing setups for us, which are working very nicely and making us look better than what we are.
Nice work, mate. Nice work. Well, that's a key to getting faster at his pointy end is to understand the car and the way it works and all the nuances and setup. So that's going to be critical for him when it comes to scops and stuff like that too. So cracking bit of work out there, mate. Well, mate, Mr. Mueller, I hope you got your list with you. Who gets yourself out there and PR on the track?
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to you boys for running a good show. And secondly, I'd like to say thank you to the boys at PR for all the setup help. And the guys, they're a bloody great team to work with. So secondly, we got Lake Edge Holiday Units in Burrell Lake, New South Wales. Majors Garage for the awesome setups and all that gear. One Shot Pest Management in Ulladulla. Track Racer, 8 Rivers Photography, and Dubby Energy Drinks. I'd like to say a special shout out to my mother as well. She's always in the chat supporting myself and my son. So thank you, Mum.
Yeah, she's always out there, mate, giving the massive Mueller flag a wave, mate. She's one of our stalwarts in the chat. Actually, I didn't see her in there tonight, so maybe she's doing some knitting, or just not sitting too close to the keyboard. But congratulations, mate. Stellar work out there, and cracking win for the AMs. It's going to bring the title fight all the way through to the very end now, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty bloody close, mate. There's some bloody good AMs in there now, so
yeah,
it's seems to be a different bloke winning or lady every week, so it's good, mate. Very
You're
good.
Definitely sharing the love in there. You're definitely sharing the love, which is good to see. It keeps us entertained in the booth as well. That's a cracking bit of work, mate. Well, Mr. Mueller, congratulations and good luck for the rest of the season, mate.
Thank you very much, guys.
Cheers, mate.
See ya.
All right, so we're going to have Thomas Wilson, who is going to be the second outright, but also the Pro-Am from what I can see. So crack a bit of work there. Should we bring Mr. Blake Urquhart in? We'll do Mr. Wilson in that normal order. What do you reckon, mate?
Yeah, I'd say that works.
Yeah. Pop in if you like. Ladies and gents, Mr. Blake Urquhart out there having a rip terror drive out there and getting some really good rubber to some of the boys out there. How was it, Blake?
Yeah, it was actually good fun tonight.
Nice and tight, very tight pace between a lot of drivers.
Yeah, there actually was, especially through qualifying as well. I was pretty close between qualifying. It was only 5 temps between 12th and 8th. So,
Yeah.
We didn't really. I didn't do much practice. Probably cost me a little bit, but I think over the race, I'm more of a racer. I think I don't really qualify well these days, so I think just go out there and drive, and it just comes to me.
Well, it's different out there. Your brain switches on. The race lines become more evident. Braking points, you're forced really because the guy in front of you is braking at a certain point. And then you get yourself into a bit of a rhythm, don't you?
Oh, bloody oath, mate. You do that over a stint, and then, you pit and you come back out with fresh tyres and you're just going to go faster again. So, and I was saving tyres and fuel, and I think that's where some of the boys went wrong.
Yep.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I actually got caught, thought it was a safety car and dropped about 4 spots. But
Yep.
I got back up there, and that hurt a little bit. But we're finishing P3, so we'll take that.
Definitely take that, man. You've had a cracking run out there. The pace was really good. What was your fastest? Your fastest was a
11 dead.
Yeah, 11:30. 11 was it 11:32? Yeah, so it's yeah, it was still up there. I mean, the boys around you were all in the 12s, 14s, so it was tough racing around there. Lindsell and Etler and yourself. I mean, you guys were right on fire tonight. It was great to see you guys battling it through, and the pace was ridiculous. The battles were ridiculous. Just take me through coming off that line after the first corner and then coming back onto it. How scary was that with cars going too wide through there?
Yeah, you just got to maximise through turn 1, because if you go out wide, like it's a NASCAR circuit, so in GT3 you don't go out there at all. But, in these cars you go out there, and there's, when you got someone in the inside, you can't technically see them. So, you got to be careful. If you come back on, you got to make sure you do it safely.
Yeah.
And I noticed every time I was in the inside and I had the outside, I actually had some door rubbing, and that was fun. So I enjoyed that. But you really got to watch turn 1 and through the back section. You got to really watch that as well. So.
Yeah, coming through as well. I like one of my favourite parts of this track is the second last corner coming to the start finish line. So the left hander coming to the right hander. That's a cracker bit of pace going out there. How far? I noticed that you would take the corner before when you come down that back straight. You come up the hill, you come down the back straight. I was watching you coming out of that. You were taking a more of an acute angle while a lot of guys were going all the way out wide. And a lot of times you were catching some of these boys outside and they were coming up beside you and they had to yield because they were coming back in. Was that strategy for you, or was it just your natural line?
To tell you the truth, it actually wasn't. I actually tried. I wanted to try, I followed them and I was like, I want to try something different. So I came in the inside and I wanted to try to stay off the curbs. That's what I wanted to try. And I think that's what actually helped me over the longer run, where these guys were just killing their tyres, just actually hitting the curb. And maybe that line, every time I was doing it, after I did it, it felt all right. It didn't feel like I was going any slower, any faster. It just felt like I was more consistent through there, and that's what I tried. And from now on, I think it's actually the best way around it.
Yeah, taking it a bit more acute, and because there's also that bump right before the braking point, just on that as you get to the straight a bit, and it's in a shocking spot. But what were the marbles out like there and out on the off-track sections too?
It wasn't too. I didn't go out there quite a lot, so I'm not too sure. There's probably would have been a little bit of people actually coming back onto the track. But overall, it wasn't too bad from what I've seen, but probably some would say different. It depends what people got their graphics card on. Everyone's settings is different, so I do see them, but I don't even know how high they're on, so I didn't see them much. I did see a little bit, but not a lot.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Urquhart, stellar drive tonight. Get yourself up on the podium, which is awesome. You started in 8th, so you got up 9 places tonight, so a cracking bit of work. You started a lot lower than 8th. That's what I'm just reading. Mate, who gets Mr. Blake Urquhart and the PR boys out on track?
Pacific, Ford, Maroochydore. The boys at the team at PER, Lake Edge Holiday units, Majors Garage, One Shot Pass, Track Racer, 8 Rivets, River Photographs, and W Energy Drinks.
Excellent work, mate. Well, congratulations, brother. It's good to see you out on track, battling it out and getting some good results. Good luck for the rest of the season. We are at the halfway mark tonight, so got a bit of racing still up our sleeves.
Yeah, well, can't wait. I'm going to have a birthday beer now, so I'm going to get off this and have a few beers and get off. So.
Oh, nice work, Mr. Gets a birthday podium as well. Happy birthday, brother, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. You have a good night.
All right, legend. Well
Catch
done,
you, mate.
ladies and gents. Mr. Blake Urquhart bringing it home, third place outright. And we've got another legend in there, Mr. Thomas Wilson. Hop into some questions, man, because my brain's going empty. But we'll have a chat to the Pro-Am, bringing it up into the pro seedings and taking outright second, Mr. Thomas Wilson. Cracking bit of work out there, man. I don't know how I've left you up as a Pro-Am with all the driving you've been doing lately. You've fallen under my radar, mate. How was that out there?
It was really fun. Haven't really done a lot of races at the Cup layout there, so taking advantage of the track limits and figuring it out, and also trying to save the tyre because you're losing a few percent every lap. It's really different. It's really intense.
The battles were intense. The battles you were getting into with these boys you were all around the same pace. We just spoke with Blake, between Lindsell, yourself, and Blake out there. They were cracking paces out there. And unfortunately for Etler, running out of fuel just before the end.
Yeah, I noticed I only had about a litre left to go, so I felt on the right side of that for once, so I was pretty happy with that. But it seems to be that, I think a few people got caught out maybe when they were in battles, maybe saving a bit of fuel. When they got a bit of clean air, they were burning a lot more fuel.
Yeah. I'm not sure how many people ran out, but I'd say it'd thrown a few people the spanner of the works. But how are you enjoying it, mate? How are you enjoying the tight racing, the battles out there, and the quality of the drivers?
Oh, it's really good. I wasn't expecting to be up the front as much as this, but when we do get into battles, because it's not too often we do at this sort of pace. It's either you get overtaken or you sit there or not, but it's really respectful and really fun.
Excellent, man. Well, it sounds like the Slipstream boys are having a bit of fun out there, so that's a good thing. Who gets Mr. Thomas Wilson out on track, mate, and supports the racing?
Daniel at Let's Talk Motorsport and Ivan Vantagiato at Sim Racing Adelaide, and also you can catch him at the Bend this weekend in the mini challenge races.
Excellent. Well, that's Let's Talk Motorsports. He was on there in the chat this evening as well, so he gave you a massive let's go, Tom Wilson. So he was cheering you on, so it's good to see the peeps out there supporting you. Mate, congratulations. Car's looking spiffy out there. Your driving is getting faster and faster every round, so congratulations on that, and good luck for the rest of the season, man.
Yeah, cheers. And appreciate the championship and season you guys are putting on. Love the broadcast.
Excellent, mate. Excellent work. Ladies and gents, Mr. Thomas Wilson, Pro-Am, and outright second tonight for the round 5 at Warren Brown V8 Supercar Championship. Congratulations, mate, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring the legend in. Ladies and gentlemen, he tore it up again 2 rounds in a row, brings it home with more than 5 seconds adrift out there. Started doing an expression session in the end. I think he was probably singing and tapping away on the keyboards. Mr. Ryan Mueller, welcome to the room.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, bit tired after that one, to be honest.
Have you been sarcastic, or was it hard work?
I was trying to fuel save the whole race. It definitely helped in the pit stop. I think I was 4 odd seconds better on the box.
Yep.
But no, it's been a busy couple of months for me with Logitech and all that. But now that's over, I can actually have a week off and not think about racing until next weekend and next week. So that should be good.
Well, Sunday night is GT3s, mate. If you're up and about for that, mate. We did pop on your cockpit cam at one point just to hear the fuel saving. It was a bit hard to tell with the noise levels and that, but I could just see it. How much did you end up saving? Did you say about 4 litres? You say seconds worth?
About 4 seconds, I think.
Yeah.
There was a bit more, to be honest, but I started pushing a bit. I'm just trying to get my head around fuel saving because I don't really like doing it, but there's a lot of races now, especially like these ones, where I've got to do it if I want to win and I want to be at the front. So that's a good learning experience. But it's about 4 odd seconds, something like that.
Yeah, well, your pace was really good and you're consistent. In the end, I think the boys battling behind you were just killing each other. Thomas Wilson, who came second, he was only less than 2/10 behind you in outright pace. But I think they were doing you a massive favour as well. You just got to go cruise control, didn't you? Once they sort of, you got yourself over a second and they were battling, it just sort of seemed like you were just stretching it every lap.
Yeah, pretty much. The goal was to just be consistent as possible and try to stay on the clutch the same every lap.
Yep.
I'm usually very inconsistent with fuel saving, and I tend to either make a mistake or not be consistent. But tonight was really comfortable. I was really comfortable fuel saving, and yeah, it worked out pretty well. And the setup was a rocket ship once again, so that was the main thing.
Well, Barb said that when he popped in the room, that in literally 2 seconds, if you were 2 seconds faster in that second last lap, we would have been 1 lap less, and drivers like Etler, who ran out of fuel, probably would have finished on the podium. So it was a good strategy out there. It got Erky on top step.
Yeah, I was telling him all race to calm his farm and save fuel because I knew something like that was going to happen. He could have got second, to be honest, but when I think Coleman, when he hit the fence on the back straight, Erk thought there was a safety car, so he slowed down and lost about, I don't know, 5-10 seconds, something like that. And then he's on the mic asking us if there's a safety car, and we're like, no, dude, there's no safety car.
That sounds like one of my tricks, man. Oh, well, lucky you guys were in Discord to straighten him out.
Yeah, he scared me for a second. I thought there was a safety car, and I was just still flat stick.
No, we don't. I tell you what would be cool. A button where we just push you all onto the same speed, and like a cruise control, like a virtual safety car, would be pretty cool as well for some minor indices like Formula One has. But I guess that's next level for iRacing. But mate, title battle is there. It looks like you're going to at this point smash it. I can't see anyone catching you unless you become lazy. Because you've gone up a level. Even the other week when Mr. James Scott was in, you were there and thereabouts with him as well. So it's good to see that the improvement's gone up. My understanding is from what the boys are all saying is that you're getting a grip on the setup as well and finally tweaking it to how you like it and working out how to tweak it. How do you like it?
Yeah, definitely. I think actually doing the enduros with James and all the Chiefs guys has really impacted how I set the cars up.
Yep.
It's been really good. So, I can't thank them enough for the opportunity as well. Like that's probably the most I've ever learned over three races.
Yep.
And yeah, I was lucky enough that Bo let me actually qualify for Bathurst too, so that was pretty cool, and we didn't end up last, so that's a bonus for me.
It's amazing when you go to some of these big teams and the level of the knowledge just of the way the cars react on track and the what does what and all these if for the viewers out there, when you go to the setups screens, there's so much that you can do, pitch, perch, camber. It's just ridiculous the amount of adjustments you have, and 90% of the people really don't know what they do they?
That was me at one point. It taken me, I think I've been doing this for nearly 2 years, so it's pretty much taken me 1 year and 3/4, something like that, to actually learn how to set a car up. But yeah, doing Logitech with James and all the Chiefs and Bo and Robbie and Dylan, it's been very helpful, and yeah, I'm hoping we can turn that into some more pace for the Scops Enduros coming up next weekend, so hopefully we can get some good results in there.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations on another epic win tonight. Another great gap that you've worked out there. We saw Dylan do a bit of popcorn, move down the main straight and blow his engine, so that's going to slow him down in his title fight. He's going to be probably not too happy, but who gets Mr. Ryan Mueller out on track and supports the team, mate?
Yeah, a bit unfortunate for Dylan. I don't think he's been in the right headspace lately as well, so hopefully he comes around and gets back up the front where he should be.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, I'd like to thank everyone at PER for their ongoing support and their efforts every week. Lake Edge Holiday Units, Majors Garage for the awesome setups, One Shot Pest Management, Track Racer, 8 Rivers Photography, Dubby for partnering with us, Pacific Ford and Pacific Motor Group, Maroochydore for coming on board and making the cars look nice and shiny for the year. All you guys for the constant, the effort you put in every week to get everyone on the track and make sure everything's running smoothly. Everyone in race control as well, like Barbs and safety car drivers and the stewards as well. And shout out to Irk for getting a podium on his birthday, and shout out to my dad as well for winning his Class 2.
Yeah, great night there for PR, mate, and congratulations and some stellar points tonight. Ladies and gents, Ryan Mueller from Pacific Esports Racing does another Scholars Night out there tonight and shows them how to do it and how to do it well. Mate, congratulations and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, guys.
Well, what a drive that was. 2 weeks in a row. Mr. Mueller has shown us how to do it, mate.
He really has. That was just a dominant performance, even with all the fuel saving going on. That was just made an impressive drive all the more impressive.
So just to give you a bit of a scope for where he's come from, in the early days when he was racing with us, he was at the same pace as Dave Coleman. Dave Coleman's got a little bit of pace to catch up at the moment because he's just getting back in the ring. He'll probably be a couple of tenths faster than where he is now, but he was around there, Urky and Coleman around that sort of pace, and he has gone in the last 2 years. Last 12 months we'll say, just gone next level, hasn't he? He's just done a massive jump.
Absolutely. He is unequivocally the man to beat, and it is not looking like he's gonna be stopped, at least in the next few races.
Yeah, that's true. And we've got a lot of amazing races. Cobes, have you got to the calendar for the rest of the season so we can run through with the viewers? He's reading my mind already. So we are at Alton Park for a sprint round. So it'll be a 2040. It's a lot of fun at Alton Park. Not a bad track at all for racing in any type of car. Then we're going back to Canada for Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve for another sprint, 2040. And then we're finishing up the season with 2 Enduros, Sandown and Adelaide. So that's going to be, an Enduro for Sandown and a normal one for Adelaide. So that's going to be a fantastic way to finish. But we're already at the halfway mark. This is unbelievable. I can't believe it's gone this fast, and I think I must say this every week. But a big, massive thank you downstairs, Cobes, and you, Mr. Watson, for putting up with me and enjoying the banter and everything like that. A massive thank you to the drivers out there for coming in and every week and putting on a spectacular show. Tonight's door-to-doors, mate. What are your thoughts? Door-to-door battles tonight, they were off the hook, weren't they?
No, absolutely. Crazy battles, and fairly clean for the most part, kind of.
Yeah, I think the only moves that I probably would have the only move I probably saw some of the desperate defending that we saw, but apart from that, it was spectacular battles through and through all the way. So it's great to see. A big thank you out to all the viewers tonight. We had some good numbers watching the live stream and a lot of participation out there, and also some drivers that are out there that have been around for a long time that haven't been racing. So good to see them pop into the chat. A big, massive thank you to our sponsors, Grim Industries, for supporting us all the way from day dot. If you're out there and you need something for Father's Day, go reach out to them, whether it's something small or something large. Andrew Grimm's an absolute legend. A big thank you to Shun Sceneries for all their support as well. If you're into the driver simulation world, into the flight simulation world, and you're after some renderings for some Queensland type airports, reach out to the lads as well. You can buy them direct off them. A big, massive thank you to who was the other one, mate? My brain just went blank. Phoenix Driver Development. Also the boys out at the legendary Warren Brown Tools. Without them, I keep saying this, that we would shut the doors And one day, if they go, we will shut the doors. So be ready to put your hands in the pockets to save us. But a big thank you to all the viewers and everyone. Thank you for your support. Come back tomorrow night for the Super Formula Lights. We'll be joining them at 8 p.m. For another epic battle. And we're getting close to the Australian Open Wheel Nationals as well. So we're in heavy conversations on some strategic things we're going to take the Australian Open Wheel Nationals for this remainder of the year and for next year. The GR86s are on Thursday nights, and we also have round 3 of the GT3s on Sunday as well. So a bit of fun. Those of you who were around Sunday night, I did my first broadcast, which was, I gave myself a solid B. But it was a good night. It was a fun night. I had a bit of a laugh with everyone out there. Thank you for tonight, ladies and gents. Stay safe and good night and happy birthday to Urquhart. Catch us all.